Naomi Replansky. Grace was a beloved friend. It was reassuring that she was in the world. She was our moral touchstone, an electric presence of intelligence, humor, and compassion. She was a free woman. To walk with Grace in New York or Thetford or Hanover, amidst people's greetings, "Hello, Grace," was like walking down a path strewn with flowers and smiles. She had a quick, darting mind. Her speech, too, was quick, urgent, always direct, unrehearsed. I never heard her say anything that was phony, pretentious, self-promoting. Her stories, like her speech, were full of surprises. She would take realistic talk, intonations from the Bronx or Lower East Side or Greenwich Village, and heighten it till it became almost surreal. With a quirky twist of a phrase, she could toss off a sudden subversive comment that could make you laugh or cry. Of course, she wasn't only the smile maker, the soup maker, the charmer. She had darkness, the griefs of loss, the political darkness, Swift's savage indignation. She acted against war and injustice, climbed fences, sat down on the ground, was dragged to jail. She was gloriously, civilly disobedient. Her daughter, Nora, wrote this about her. "In general, my mother's modesty, happiness, generous spirit, absolute willingness to put her body where her mouth was and to speak up in very scary places was the amazement of my childhood." I'll read a few small poems. This one is Untitled. When this old body finds that old body, what a nice day it is. When that old body loves this old body, it's dreamless to sleep and busy to wake up. When this old body says, "You're a little lumpy here and there, but you're the same old body after all." Old body, in which somewhere between crooked toe and forgetful head, the flesh encounters soul and whispers, "You." The poet's occasional alternative. I was going to write a poem. I made a pie instead. It took about the same amount of time. Of course, the pie was a final draft. A poem would have had some distance to go, days and weeks and much crumpled paper. The pie already had a talking, tumbling audience among small trucks and the fire engine on the kitchen floor. Everybody will like this pie. It will have apples and cranberries and dried apricots in it. Many friends will say, "Why in the world did you make only one?" This does not happen with poems. Because of unreportable sadness, I decided to settle this morning for a responsive eatership. I do not want to wait a week, a year, a generation for the right consumer to come along. Fathers. Fathers are more fathering these days. They have accomplished this by being more mothering. What luck for them that women's lib happened. Then the dream of new fathering began to shine in the eyes of free women and was irresistible. On the New York subways and the mass transits of other cities, one may see fathering of many colors with their round babies on their laps. This may also happen in the countryside. These scenes were brand new, exciting for an old woman who had watched the old fathers gathering once again in familiar army camps and comfortable war rooms to consider the necessary eradication of the new fathering fathers who are their sons, as well as the women and children who will surely be in the way.